Hi, Benton County, Tennessee. It's Pamela Marabella and Flash Melton over
Hey,
here.
Pam.
Hi, Flash. We have been really busy this week, but not near as busy as we're going to be next week.
Next week is a busy, busy week. If you think this week has been busy, just wait till next week. It starts Monday, going all through next Friday. Well, actually into next Saturday, May 18th. It's a busy week. And hey, great week because next week, school graduation, all sorts of fun activities.
I know the kids are excited about that, but maybe not as excited as the teachers.
You got that right. And I've been already looking on the Facebook and the different social media, the things going on, teachers and all the schools are just doing some outstanding things, fun things as we wind down this school year.
That's right. And speaking of teachers, WRJB ran a little promo this week, and it's for Teacher of the Year here in Benton County. So what we're asking local businesses to do is to partner with us, and let's make the prize for being the nominated best teacher in Benton County a big deal, because it is a big deal. They have our future in their hands. So far, we've got this wonderful basket from WRJB that we put together. And we have some cheese straws that's going to go with the basket. But we need you guys to partner with us so that we make this number one teacher feel very special. We're going to give out this award next week. So please get with us here at 731-584-4444. Ask for Pamela Marabella. You know her.
Myself,
or Flash. He'll take
and
something too.
If I'm not here, you'll take the phone call.
Yeah, that's right. Ask for any of us. How about that? And just partner with us so that we can do something special for a teacher. The way to nominate the teachers is get on our Facebook page, and you'll see tons and tons of nominations. And a lot of people are sharing a lot of good stuff about teachers that have made a difference in their lives.
There are a lot of good choices of a teacher for this nomination from all schools in Benton County, Holiday, Big Sandy, and all the schools here in Camden. Wonderful, wonderful choices. It's going to be hard to pick a winner.
Oh, it'll be hard. It'll definitely be hard. Riding on those coattails, Flash, you did a little something with Benton County schools today.
Track and field, an annual event out at Camden Central High School. Mr. Mark Florence, Director of Fine Schools, he calls it the finest day of the year. You have some very special young men and women who are part of the Benton County school system that participate in these track and field events each and every year. This has been a tradition for about, over 30 years right now. As a matter of fact, we didn't have it 2020 or 2021 because of the pandemic, still very much in our area at that particular point in time. But they came back 2 years ago. And this year they brought kids from the other schools, Briarwood, I think, or maybe the junior high, maybe the elementary kids were over there as well. And they brought signs to root for their favorite participant today at the track and field events. And thanks to everybody that took place today. Coach Matt McConnell, this was his final time to be with us. He told me this was his favorite day of the year. He's moving on to Martin Westview after next week, and we wish him and Miss Natalie the very best. She assisted today, as did a lot of different groups, and we even had our new football coach in for the festivities. Coach Hudson was with us today as well, and Debbie Watson. I can't say enough about Debbie Watson. Her husband, the late Mickey Watson, he started this program back around 92, 93, and was a great part of it until he passed away a few years ago, and it is still done in his memory. And hey, speaking of Mickey, he is going to be inducted into the Benton County High School Athletic Sports Hall of Fame 1 week from tomorrow, May the 18th. Very fitting and a great honor for Mickey and the Watson family.
How nice. That's wonderful. And that's a wonderful event there.
Absolutely.
Track and field, great event. Also, some other things coming up this week. We have the 2024 summer kickoff with Camden Knights, and that's going to take place over the Benton County Fairgrounds. It's going to kick off at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be complete with bouncy house games, food trucks, ribeye sandwiches, a Jeep show, DJ Big John, a petting zoo, the animal shelter will be out there, touch a truck, vendors, raffles. It says bring your lawn chairs. There's going to be a Jeep show and shine. So they're saying like there's all kind of awards going to be given for lights, cleanest, dirtiest, best field sound, best in show, best stock. So all you Jeep drivers, get on over there. is $20 to enter, and it'll include Best in Show, $1 for each added category. Again, this is the 2024 summer kickoff with Camden Knights, Food Truck Coalition, the Benton County Food Truck Coalition, and the Riding Dirty Jeep Club. Those are the sponsors for that. It's 11 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday, taking place at the Benton County Fairgrounds. I'll be there to doing a live around 11 o'clock. So please come and find me and get on our YouTube Live. And speaking of YouTube Live, folks really helped us out, didn't they?
They did. You just put this up yesterday. We needed 50 subscribers on YouTube, another way of social media. We needed 50 subscribers to start doing live things like we're doing right now. And we've reached it. We've even surpassed that, but we can use many, many more subscribers.
You can never have enough subscribers. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do our own little news channel here, bringing you up to date on Benton County stories, maybe even weekly flash. Maybe at the end of the week, we can do a recap of this week, the prior week, and then what's coming up in next week. Maybe we can try to do this weekly for everyone.
And who knows, we may have a special guest from time to time to be on this YouTube channel.
Absolutely. We love guests. We get tired of hearing our own voices.
By the way, let me throw this out. You mentioned some events taking place tomorrow. You'll be down at the fairgrounds. 8 o'clock in the morning out at Camden Central High School. That's the beginning point. There is going to be a Lions Club Leo, which is the youth arm of the Camden Lions Club. There is going to be a memorial 5K event dedicated to the memory of our great friend, Joey Cooper, who passed away a few months ago. Going to have a 5K event to raise some funds for different projects that the Leos and the Lions Club members are involved with. So we had registration all the way up to a few days ago then, but I think you can still come. If you still come tomorrow and want to participate in that 5K run, several different age categories, I think there's still time to do that. May not get a t-shirt, but Melanie Mae Patterson, Dr. Patterson from out at the Eye Care Clinic on Highway 641 North, she's headed that up. She's heading that up as a matter of fact, and we're looking forward to being there at that event after we get through with Operation 7570 in the morning.
That's right. And speaking of 7570, who's going to be your guest tomorrow?
Principal of Camden Central High School, Mr. Sean McDowell. We thought this would be a great time to have Mr. McDowell in to recap the school year, the 2023-24 school year, and be talking about things, special things coming up this coming week. Graduation is next Friday night for CHS, also down at Big Sandy. Big Sandy students will graduate at 6 p.m., I believe. Camden will graduate at 7:30. So we're just going to talk about how the year has been, not just for the seniors, but maybe those other classes and what to expect in our school year, which gets underway in early August.
No one wants to talk about that.
It's summertime. It's time to go to the beach. Time to get out the swimming pool.
That's
like
right.
That. Yeah. By the way, today was the last day for seniors. Today was the last day for seniors. They'll have some things coming up this coming week. I think they have their senior breakfast, practicing for graduation. I saw a lot of the seniors out there today. They were helping with some track and field events, but they're excited. They're excited.
Oh, don't you know they are?
New things, new ventures are on the horizon for this senior class of 2024, and we wish them the very best.
That's right. And this week we had some bad weather here in Benton County, and we were able to do a couple of lives and a broadcast about the terrible weather that came through here. Not as terrible as some of our other neighbors in Tennessee, but we did get hit pretty hard. Have you heard any updates on that, Flash?
I have not. I know that I think that Mr. Key and Mr. Richardson went out yesterday, maybe to survey some of the damage, and maybe by the first part of next week, maybe we can have an update as to how extensive that the damages might have been in certain parts of the Benton County. And I want to give a shout out to those fine emergency response people, as well as Benton County Electric, our friends with the electric system. They were out. They had some outages night before last, and they got on it right away and got power restored in a pretty good time, I think.
Yes, and a shout out to all of them, honestly, for working while we're sitting at home. They're out there working tirelessly in the terrible weather just to make sure that our electricity is back on for us. So, yeah, big shout out to them. And everyone, how about Buck and the crew out there on the road?
Highway Department, Benton County Highway Department, Buck Carter, Scotty Hollowell, all those fine folks at Benton County Highway Department. They get out and they do an excellent job, as well as do all of our first responders in whatever the situation might be. And I still think, and again, we want to remember our friends, particularly over in Middle Tennessee, that were hit very badly by this storm that took place night before last. But in times of weather, always be weather alert, as Ben Richardson told us this past Wednesday. Have multiple ways. Have multiple ways to get weather information, whether it's by your local radio station. We're going to try to get that information out to you, of course.
Sure.
But how you can sign up for the Code Red. The Code Red. Keep up with the Nashville television stations. And what I like to do a lot of times, even though we get the Nashville market on the television stations, and those people up there do an outstanding job, from time to time, if I know weather is moving to our area from the west, I will go online. And tune in to some of the TV stations down in Memphis. They do an excellent job telling us what we might see within a couple of hours after it gets out of the Memphis area.
That's a good idea, Flash. Also, www.coderedsaveslives.com. If you get on there, you can go ahead and put Benton County, and it will give you these notifications directly to your cell phone.
That's right. Come in on that. I had an 800 number other day, and I'd also got the text alert, but immediately after the text alert on Code Red, I had an 800 phone call that had the alert as well.
That's right. So as we alluded to, next week is going to be a very busy week here. In addition to graduation, we also have some other things coming up on Saturday, May 18th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. over at Holiday McElwain Volunteer Fire Department. They're having their annual chicken dinner there. It's $10 a plate, and the plate includes chicken, leg quarter, baked beans, slaw, a roll, dessert, sweet or unsweetened tea for $10.
It's a good bargain.
Good gracious.
Good deal.
I might buy your dinner that day, Flash.
All right.
It's located at 10980 McElwain Road over there in Holiday, and they really need you to get out there and support them. Again, it's their annual chicken dinner, and it goes to the Volunteer Fire Department and Holiday McElwain. So make sure that you support them. It's May 18th from 12 to 4. That is on a Saturday.
You caught my attention when you said buy dinner. Hey.
Don't I know it? He loves a good dinner ball.
You better believe it. I like a good home-cooked meal at somebody else's home.
That's right. That's right. Anything else we need to touch base on for next week?
We just want everybody to have a safe and happy weekend. We have got to mention once again a big salute, a big shout out to all our mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers, past and present. And if your mother is still living, go out, hug her, give her a big hug, tell her how much you love her. Not now, but every day of the year.
So true. That's true, because the two of us, we would love to be able to give our mamas a hug, wouldn't we, Flash?
Amen. You got that right.
That's right. So whether you're a mama or a mama of some puppies, or just a
future mom,
or a mama that decided not to be a mama, you just didn't want to get married, didn't want to have kids. You're mothering something. Is it a cat? Is it a dog? What is it?
Absolutely.
We're all mothering something. Anyway, we wish you a very happy Mother's Day from us here at WRJB 95.9. This is our first weekly broadcast here on our live stream. And again, we thank everybody that subscribed. We're going to think of this as kind of like our local news channel. And we're going to try to bring you up to date at least weekly on the news that's going on here in Benton County, Tennessee.
And as we get this perfected and looking into the future within a few days when we know exactly how this works, we're going to try to share some of our programming more and more that you've been accustomed to seeing on Facebook. A lot of people still use Facebook. I use Facebook, but when we get it on more than one social media, then that just increases our audience.
That's right. That's right. And we will share this video to Facebook, but we're going to really try to get something going here on YouTube so that we can have our own news channel. It's really nice to have our own live stream news channel here, Flash. I mean, it's about time Benton County had their own news channel.
I think you're exactly right on that. And thank you. You've been with us 2 weeks. These 2 weeks have gone by in a hurry, and you're still getting used to how radio works.
That's right. So it's a different animal. It's a different animal than newspaper. I felt like I'd kind of conquered the whole newspaper part of the media business. But here we are. We're never too old to learn new things, and I am learning something new every single day. And this has been a very interesting thing with the, coming up under this new ownership umbrella and new management umbrella. I mean, this is just totally new, but luckily it's like starting from the ground up here at WRJB, and there's no better place to start when you're new.
One other thing, when you go to this channel, we're still uploading content on it right now. Thank you. You did an outstanding job putting up, and our viewers that are watching us on YouTube, they can just scroll on down a segment or two. They can find what you put together about the Old Time Bluegrass and Fiddlers Jamboree and Holiday about 3 weeks ago. Outstanding. That's about 7 minutes long. You did a great job of editing and putting that feature together.
Well, thank you, Flash. I tried to hit all the highlights, but there's so many great things about the Jamboree that I couldn't jam it together. There's a little smaller segment, but then there's a longer segment. So if you get, if you're tight on time, you can watch the little shorter one. Also, we're going to do commercials on this channel. We're working on those as well. We tried our hand at one already, and we were out there with Bob Keast and the folks out there at Birdsong, and we've got a commercial. We've got a longer version and a shorter version of that. There's a lot of things that we're going to do on this channel. Mainly, it's just going to be promoting Benton County because that's me and Flash's favorite thing to do.
And again, from time to time, we'll have special guests come in and just be able to communicate on the YouTube channel, be able to communicate about some great things going on throughout Benton County, from Holiday to Big Sandy. Speaking of Big Sandy, just a couple of weeks to the Spring Festival, and next Saturday morning, I told you Mr. McDowell from CHS will be with us tomorrow. Next Saturday, our friend Autumn will be with us to talk about all the events of the Spring Festival 2024.
Oh, I just love Autumn. That'll be a fun one, Flash.
It will. We look forward to that.
That's right. So we brought you up to date on the events of this week and the events coming up next week. And we will chime in anytime there is something that we need to do immediately. That's the wonderful thing about this live stream. But that wraps up this week here with Flash and Pam over here at WRJB 95.9. Look for us on covering stuff this weekend and next weekend. We're just out and about. And if you see us, don't forget to stop us and say hello.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We may have a surprise for you.
There
What's
you
it
go.
going to be? That's the surprise.
That is a surprise.
Have a great weekend, my friend.
All right, folks. Have a great weekend
Bye-bye.
and happy Mother's
Bye-bye.
Day.